What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and this is FlyRyde. But a lot of people keep thinking that I said something. Did it reconnect in time? That was terrible. Anyway, all I was saying was that we didn't move back to the house. We moved to a place where we can actually do business, where we have a lot of room, where we can actually grow and stay here for a long time, and I can actually hire some more people. I think if things go well, we can. So anyway, let me show you around FlyRyde, because that's the whole point of this video, is that we did not move back to the house. And as much as I would love to, I really actually would love to be back at the house, because working from home for a few years was beautiful. I got to buy a house, live there for a while, got to hang out with my kid all the time, and then we had another kid, and it was just crazy. Anyway, I didn't fit there anymore. And then I moved in with some YouTube guys, and I didn't fit there anymore. And we just kept not fitting everywhere we went. And then at the last place, we kind of fit, but it just wasn't a good, like a good solid place. So enough looking at my face, let's turn this thing around. And it always gets out of sync after I do this, so I won't be showing my face anymore. You've seen enough, but check it out. Here's some cool new stuff that Jack just put together on the bench. And I can actually show you guys around this place a little bit. This is the new FlyRyde. Here's our cute little ovens and dangerous equipment that always get talked about as soon as I move in somewhere new. But they have a good spot now, and they're right by the door, so when they get all hot and gnarly and all this thing is just pumping out tons of heat, cooking headlights, now it can go out this big, giant, beautiful door. And meanwhile, we've got plenty of space for building cool stuff. What up, Edwin? So, here's another cool little thing we got going for that GTR light. Just playing around with the different little settings. We got some cool little color change angel eyes for this GTR. And it's also getting all that crazy stuff that you saw over here. So let's keep going. This is just the bay, right? And you saw when we walked in. Got a bunch of our buddies' banners. XK Glow sent us some stuff. Oh, yo, check this out. There's a freaking bee. And you know what I got? I got a bug assault, and I might try to kill him. I don't know. I know bees are good and all that, but maybe this will be exciting. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know if you've seen bug assault before, but you're about to see me get stung by a bee or shoot a bee or something. Okay. I don't know. He's around there somewhere. And this, my friends, is bug assault. Let's shoot a bee. How about shot, fool? Alright, last try. Yeah, it's all mine. Alright, we're gonna let that bee leave. You let me down live on YouTube. It's terrible. Alright. Bug assault. It's freaking cool. But you didn't work. So. Alright, let's go. Stop to work. Sorry, I get caught up in stuff. My bad. Look at that little bastard. He's just buzzing around, taunting me. 9 people watching. Oops. Sorry, 9 people. Han Solo and Carrie Fisher, how you doing? So we can pack boxes in here now. Jack has set up some amazing stuff with this beautiful little thermal printer. And we used it to label up a whole bunch of other stuff. But we're figuring it out. We're growing in. I can even have my little kid here now. Little office status. So, you know, if I'm feeling fancy, I can be in here, but there's no time for that because there's lots of lights to be built, you know. And storage. This is what used to kill me. Look at all that stuff. Those are all lights. And there's no way I could go back home because I couldn't even fit all this stuff in my house. It'd be terrible. Look at, I collect weird, stupid stuff, like an old beat-up BMW light. a ready-to-order sequential WRX taillight that nobody owns because nobody bought it yet. Hint, hint. Bunch of GTR lights, like a sea of them. So we have a place to put them. And check out the thermal printer. It did good. We got all this stuff on here now. So, any of you 8 interesting fellows that are watching, you might have seen these in a recent video. Where are you guys watching from? Tell me where you're at. I'm just talking to myself here. This is weird. I was shooting a bee. Now I'm walking around talking to myself. But look it. Is that you? Are you like San Diego? I love San Diego. Very cool. And New Mexico. And Moreno Valley. Edwin, I didn't know you were in Moreno Valley. You should come visit, dude. New Jersey. What up, Jersey? Mark, where you at? You said work? Oh, Tennessee, there you go. Hungary, there we go. And Tennessee, Oklahoma. Hungary's awesome. I always love when I get interesting responses like that. So what do you think, guys? It's not home. You know, it's a little bit, oddly enough, if you saw the old shop, this is the same size as the old shop. It's just got taller ceilings. So we can do the things that we need to do, such as pull in cars, big old work bay. But we cannot take pictures because of this stupid non-load bearing wall that's coming out. It's definitely going. Because just look how much cooler it would be if we were down this hall. We're gonna knock down that wall for sure. So this and this are actually on the same circuit. We're just gonna move them right here. Chop all the way up and all the way down. And then this will all be out of the way so that we can do, hey, don't give me shit. I'm just a poor man trying to make his dream happen here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that'll all be gone. I think we'll see if there's like, imagine a big fat GTR right there or something. Not that we're trying to have a bunch of these cars come in, but if they do, at least we want to be ready for them. Luminous LED. Unfortunately, you'll have to watch this later because you're at work. Keep up the good work. I will do that. And I'm glad that you got to watch a little while you were at work. So thank you, brother. Whose house am I gutting it? What? My house is, my house actually has all the office stuff that I just shoved in there so that I could do my live streams in there instead of live streaming here. So obviously somebody's confused a little bit, right? But let's go back to this because I'm really pumped on it. Jack just came up with this completely new design. And let's see if I can show anything else. Does it do anything else? Or did I just ruin it? Just ruined. Let's see about some turn signals. Wow. Check that out. Good job, Jack. Jack's the man. He does crazy shit like me, but he doesn't spend a bunch of time yapping about it like I do. So he programmed it with the computer just now with this guy into that thing, and then it does all that cool stuff. So yeah, happy with that. And again, really happy with these angel eyes from our buddies. Who uses, message retracted, ooh, it must have been mean. Who uses anything from our friends at Profile Performance? You guys have any parts on your car that use Profile? Because I love these angel eyes. It just scares me putting them on GTR lights because if one goes out, like that's not gonna be good. And I recently shied away from using one on a project, and I probably shouldn't have because that dude was dead set on them, and now I feel bad because I'm using them on this one. It's just super cool. Let's do one little project. And ask any questions too, because I'm pretty much done yapping, so as soon as I get bored and no one's saying anything, I'll feel weird and I'll just go away. But check it out. So we've got a couple patterns here. So I've got this weird little red one that literally does nothing but bounce around up and down on red. And then I've got this pattern right here, right? So let's say that's not super cool, Chris. Let's do something weird. Let's change the colors. So look at, I'm adding some weird colors. Change yellow up in the mix. Throw some pink in there because I love that pink. And as I'm changing all this stuff, it's doing it. Our pattern can go all weird and wobbly, right? And if we're like, hey, that's kind of slow, I'm not excited right now, let's speed that ish up. So take that. Oh, come on, dude. Boom. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. Now we can do other cool little weird things like that. So this is the XK Chrome app. I love it, if you can't tell. I don't, oh, yeah. Check this out. So check it out. See, we got the music popping right now, right? Well, let's, it wants access to my microphone. So now it's got access to my microphone. So why don't we change this intensity level? How do I do that? Okay, so it says sensitivity. I want to change it to green. And then I'll say go. And then it says sensitivity level. So if I mess with this thing, then it's going to respond to this music way more. So now check. See that? Now let's add another color. I think I can add another color, right? I don't know. Apparently I don't know what I'm doing. That's cool though. I just like the fact that it's hooked up to the microphone and it's doing its thing. And then we go back to the theme so I feel better about myself. See, I know what I'm doing. Whew. All right, guys, that's the shop. That's the bug assault. Ooh, I don't see the bee anymore. Anybody remember the bee? Anybody missed that? The bee was walking around somewhere over here and I shot him like crazy, but I don't know if he's still here. Is that bad? Can you not shoot bees live on the internet? Because they're like helpful little bastards. I just don't like them in my shop. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you out. I'm gonna pretend this is like fancy crib style. Ooh, if you ever come over here, you can go pee right there. Yeah, buddy. You don't gotta walk to the back of the shop. That's way better. So, I'll show you my neighbors real quick and then show you this big, beautiful street. So, again, the gun range is there. You steal from anybody here, those guys shoot you in the face. In a second here because I'm on Wi-Fi and it's gonna say, Chris, you need your Wi-Fi signal, dude. And I won't be. But, I'm this guy. That's me right there. And look at that street, just begging to be messed with by GTRs. Imagine that drive-by. Yeah, buddy. My beautiful little town of Beaumont, 4 miles from my house. So that's it, guys. All right, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it. I bet you this voice thing is out of sync and everything I've been showing you up to this point was completely out of whack, but I don't care. It's all good. Just wanted to show you guys around the shop, do a live stream for the first time in a while, say hi to a couple of you guys, and then go home. So I'm located right now in Beaumont. So this is Voices in Sync. I beat you, YouTube. You jerks. So let's see if I can keep this thing up and have a conversation. All right, so, oh, almost lost you. So the shop is 4 miles from my house in Beaumont, which means it is just a few minutes from the house. Ooh, I feel fancy. I got an office now. Yes. Yes, I felt sad in the old office because I would be like doing my thing in there and it would just be like just me and this concrete floor and it was sucking a little bit. So I will say this, nobody cares when you move a shop and you show all the stuff, like the process. It's a bunch of hard work. People aren't really into that. So this time around I filmed it, but I didn't really edit a video together. So now I feel really weird because there's a little baby crib in the background. This is getting strange, getting strange. But if I ever do have to have a fancy meeting, it'll be right here in this here office. It'll be fancy. But all I can say is this. I've got a lot of brands that I've been working with lately and that I want to do a lot of content with, a lot of influencers and just super interesting YouTube people. That's all I want to be doing. You know, I don't want to be pinched under the stress of doing all kinds of crazy amounts of custom jobs and just trying to bang stuff out nonstop. I really do think right now The most important thing I can do with this place is to keep the content coming, to teach as much as I possibly can with the lighting stuff. So it's really hard. Like I'm not gonna lie at all. Me sitting down and just banging out all the editing is intense. I definitely need help. I'll get that help eventually, but I will say that it's crazy difficult to keep the content going and keep the lights on, you know? And since I didn't move back to the house, that means I got overhead for here and for the house. But this place was actually a way, way, way better deal. This is the least expensive shop I've ever had. It's the biggest usable space I've ever had. And yeah, it's definitely a good thing. All right, Honest Redneck, what up? You said, what would I charge for something I want on a 94 Civic taillight? Too much, dude, too much. Just today, I heard from a friend that his company just folded or is gonna fold or something like that. And like, I mean, I've heard this a lot and I've seen it happen a lot, but you know, I don't know, when you have friends that have businesses and stuff like that and you see that they're hurting and they're not bringing in money, it's because they take on jobs that they shouldn't. And I am willing to be the bad guy to say that there's just most jobs I won't take on, not because I'm too good, not because, you know, money's not good enough. People get offended all the time if I don't take their money for a job that I say that isn't good for the business right now. It's not what we're focused on, or there's nowhere to go from there. So like literally just like a live example right there, a 94 Honda something, right? I mean, the problem is if I do a really, really great job and I show like how to do it and all that, I'm gonna have a lot more people with the 94 Honda that will want to do that same thing, and it'll keep happening. Same thing with the old E36 job that we did on the BMW 4 throttle. Super cool, I loved it. Terrible way to make money. I mean, it's just definitely not a good ongoing way to do things. So I tell you what I am gonna do though. I'm gonna show everybody everything I possibly can on every build I can get my hands on. So you just saw there's the Evo 10, and then we did the Civic, the 2017 Civic, and the WRX, and there's gonna be a lot of other mainstream stuff. And I just wanna show it all. I wanna teach everything I possibly can, and anything that doesn't fit here on YouTube, it's gonna be in-depth, hardcore on the Lightsman group. Now I will say this, I had a handful of guys, there's 8 guys in total that are in my group right now on Lightsman. They're the beta group, which means they paid to be there, and they paid before I even built the thing. They paid so that they could be there as I build it to give me feedback. And right after we launched Lightsman and I got the guys in the group and I was pumped and started editing like crazy, built a little office in my house so I can just keep the content rolling uninterrupted in the morning by babies, or if it's middle of the night I can edit and do my thing. And then I got word that the shop I've been waiting for 2 years, that I could move in if I moved immediately. And so I just dropped everything and went. So I'll say this, my commitment right now is to the Lightsman guys. It's my 8 dudes that came into my beta group to build them the best teaching curriculum, all around business, everything from marketing to how to do all the work. I want them to learn and just give me feedback and get this thing dialed so that as soon as it's fully built and it's all there for, you know, absorbing the knowledge, if somebody comes and they say, how much for my 94 Honda? And I say, you know, it's gonna be 500 bucks. Dude, I would so much rather say, spend that 500 bucks investing in yourself so that you can do it yourself, you can learn all the things that you need to learn, and you can make money from that easily, quick, get your money back. Guy called me yesterday with the shop. He does vinyl wrapping out of state, and you know, for me to do the job on his E36, like he asked me about, cost about the same as if he put one of his guys through the course, and then they could offer that service there in the shop. That's dope. So let me answer this real quick. You're saying, look at that big old gnarly thumb. Yes. All right, can't wait until my taillights arrive from you guys. Brandon Banks, got it, you're Brandon Banks. I just was showing your box up on the shelf in the back. So I can't wait either. Actually, no, I wasn't showing your box because you're just getting the parts. But same type of stuff is what's going in that box. But anyway, it's that's kind of where I'm at commitment-wise. Brandon there was just asking about, he's got a set of taillights that he's gonna customize himself, which is dope. And we're making the circuit boards and getting everything all ready so that he can do the install himself. And you know, he won't be paying us for the labor, he'll be doing that himself. And that is what I want for most people that I turn down. So when I turn you down, I don't want to just say, no, we're not going to take that job. I want to be like, that video right there can show you exactly how to do it. Or the guys that just want a whole bunch more information, I can be like, go to Lightsman, check it out, go through the free version of the course, And if you really need more, there'll be crazy stuff there. So that's what I want to use the shop for. I just kind of want to end up with that. I don't want to blab for too long, but definitely you guys that have been following the journey and all that, I'm not at home. I did not move back home. So let's see, I got another one here about somebody that emailed me. Yo, I emailed you a couple times about a week ago about Lightsman thing and didn't hear back. Are you still accepting folks coming in early? Should I wait till I get stuff set up? You should. I absolutely want you to wait until things are set up because I feel like I brought in 8 guys, and then for me to just continuously bring more in at this point would be almost like minimalizing their value and what they did for me. They put up money so that I could buy the site software and start working on this big giant project. And for that, I want to finish at least the first launch of that before I do anything else. You know, before I bring more people in, as soon as it's ready, trust me, I mean, I want that to be my job. Like, I want to be an educator and just educate and build as dope information as I possibly can into that, and then keep doing fun videos on YouTube and seeing some of my guys that are doing the YouTube deal. So that's the plan. This is the spot where it's going to happen. So if you haven't heard all this stuff before, this is FlyRyde. It's where you're going to learn about the headlights and taillights and all that. And we're going to show you behind the scenes as we build some of your favorite YouTubers' lights. You know, that's what I say all the time. So I am going to work really hard and get this place profitable, keep it moving, and get a bunch of those backed up projects out of the way instead of just piling a bunch of new ones on. So if I don't take your project, just know that I want to and I can't, and I'd rather point you in the direction of either a builder that specializes in what you do, or what would be really, really cool is if in the near future I can start pointing you guys to my Lightsman Academy graduates and say, these guys just went through the course. They're the ones that focus on that Audi or on that Volvo or whatever it might be. I got guys that specialize in weird cars, so like, dope, let's do it. Let's get them all trained up. I will send you to them. And if I get everything moving, I might be able to start taking in some of the more bread and butter, simple jobs. And we'll do that here. So we're not gonna offer service. We're not gonna offer wrenching on cars because we just can't charge as much money to take a front bumper off as we can to take the projectors out and swap them and do a bunch of crazy stuff like we're specialized in, and then, charge that same rate to a guy that just wants us to, take his taillights off the car and fiddle with them for an hour. Like, I don't feel good about charging people more than they should realistically be putting out on a car, whether it's an old Civic or a new one, doesn't matter. I just don't want to charge people for a ton of stuff when they don't really receive like a bigger value than that dollar amount. I want the value to always be bigger than what they're paying for, and I know that's the case with with the free content. That's a lot of value for nothing, but the paid content as well, I really want that to just do leaps and bounds for everybody that watches and keeps track of it. And so I'm done. I'm out of here. You guys, thank you for watching the tour. Anybody that watched this later, post your comments below, like this video, because believe it or not, all of that stuff really matters. I never understood, but when you're liking and you're commenting and you're doing all that stuff on any of my videos, even old ones, I don't care what it is, it's going to tell YouTube that people give a shit about this and they want to see more of it. So in that regard, if you want to do anything to help me out, I don't have Patreon, I don't have any of those ways that you can do a little contribution here or there. I will though. I think I'm gonna set up a Patreon to just keep things moving so I could dump that money back into the channel. And yeah, equipment's expensive. I've been buying lenses and stuff and playing with them, and I don't have any more money for that. So YouTube only pays me like $100 a month. So I don't think that's a winning proposition money-wise. Anyway, that's what it is. And I will do the next live stream at home where I'm supposed to do it. I just had to do one here. My buddy, one of the main industry dudes, just asked me. He's like, did you move your business back home? I'm like, ugh. All right, I gotta go live before I go home today. So that's what this is. Anyway, you guys are awesome for hanging out and watching and interacting and chatting with me. So definitely go back through those videos that you like. Anything that you have questions on, I answer every comment that I get on YouTube. Kind of blows me away when people hit me up on YouTube and they say, I'm gonna email you, or like I did email you and I didn't get a question. I'm like, I'm here, here's where I'm at. Hit me up on the YouTubes. Deuces back at you guys, adios.